hey, listen, my advice would be simple, is do whatever it is that you want to do. If you want to get into broadcasting or get into the print media, do it. You know, make an effort, because this time, there's no better time. When I was getting involved as a young guy, it was like 100 years ago. It was, you know, you were either writing for a local paper, you know, on a typewriter, or just a little bit more than that at that time, than it is now, where you can create your own media. I mean, with the technology, just with a little cell phone, you can create videos, and you could have them, you know, you could have them published or put them out there on Twitter or other forms of social media, and you can create your own path these days. You couldn't do that 20 or 30 years ago. So for me, when you say what's my advice is do it. If you want to get out and be in front of the camera, well, get in front of a camera, even if it's your cell phone, and start practicing, because it's all about repetitions. It's all about getting comfortable. If you want to follow the path of a print journalist, well, start writing. Start reading a lot of what people write, and then start writing. That's what I would tell you. And if you want to go down the path of being involved with a team, well, that's a little bit of a different role, but the things you have to do there are you get out there, you meet people, you pay attention, you start to understand all the things that go on in the business as best you can. And so, I mean, that's the thing. In this day and age, a different world now. My advice would be just simply do it. You know, when I look at it, and I was involved with the hockey program at Sports Management Worldwide at the beginning when they started the hockey, and you know, for me, I think it is a way for people, if they have an interest, to find out what it's about, to kind of get an idea, to get a base to say, okay, what really goes on? Is this something that I could really do? And I think by taking the course, you hear from people that have been in the business, that have the experience, that can share their experiences. You get to interact with them a little bit, and you really get to find out what it really is, what that path is that you may want to go down, because we all have this ideal of what any job might be. But when you hear it from people who've actually gone down that road, it kind of focuses you a little bit more, and you're like, you can really make a decision, okay, is this something I really want to do, or is it something that maybe I like but I don't want to do for a living? And so for me, I think it's a great place to start and to kind of find that out. And I think that kind of experience can be invaluable, no matter whether you try to follow that path or you decide, hey, it's not for me. Well, I think you come to these conferences, and I know they do them at the different events for different sports, and from the National Hockey League standpoint, everybody's here at the draft. All 30 teams are here, all the scouts are here, all the managers are here. You come in, you'll listen to different people speak on different topics. You'll interact with other people who are in the same circumstance that you're in, that are trying to figure out what you want to do. And really, at the end of the day, I mean, you have to find connections. You have to find ways and people to meet that can kind of lead you in a direction. I mean, for me, I moved down to Dallas in the mid-90s before the Dallas Stars got there from Minnesota. And so I was kind of on the ground. I had a good fortune. People were right there. I got to be able to make those connections with people and establish friendships and business relationships that have gone on for many years now. But it doesn't always work that way for people. So you come to something like this, you can be around, like I said, everybody who's in the business is here, and you get an opportunity, even if it's just to say hello or have a short conversation, to at least find out a little bit more about what's going on. So for me, you come to something like this, it's centrally located, you get everybody in the same spot. That's a good thing. Well, I would recommend Sports Management Worldwide just simply because you're going to have the opportunity to meet other people that are trying to do the same thing that you're trying to do. And I think when you're meeting people, you'll always kind of have a chance to move forward. And you know, if you're sitting at home and you're wondering what things are going to be like in the world, I mean, you don't have much of a chance. But by, you know, what Sports Management Worldwide has been able to do is surround you with a lot of different people, particularly at the conferences. You come, you watch, you listen to all kinds of people from different walks of the sporting life, so to speak. And you're able to get an idea of kind of what it's like and what path you might want to follow, and hear their stories and maybe apply them to your own situation. So for me, that kind of stuff is invaluable. You don't get it by staying at home, or you don't get it by, you know, really even if you take a college class, you know, at a university. you don't necessarily have that access to those kind of people. So for me, if it's something you want to do in sports, I think that that kind of experience is invaluable for you.